Hey guys, my name is Gabby. Welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be doing my February book haul. This month, my book haul is only 16 books. I know that actually sounds like a lot now that I say that number out loud, but you know, the last couple of months have been like 30 or something crazy, so this month it's only 16. I feel like this is a very reasonable sized haul. So the very first book I got this month that I wanted to talk to you about is my book of the month selection for the month of February, and that is You Are Not Alone by Greer Hendricks and Sarah Paconet, which I'm very excited about this because this is an adult thriller and it's actually supposed to be coming out in March, but Book of the Month had it early as one of their selections for February, and I'm really excited because this author wrote An Anonymous Girl, which is a book that I really enjoyed, and I'm actually currently reading this right now. I am on part 3, so I'm close to finishing it, and I'm really enjoying it so far. Can't wait to see where it goes. And yeah, you will hear more about this probably in my wrap up. Another book that I received this month that I was very excited about came from Penguin Teen, and they sent me Little Women by Louisa May Alcott, and it was so sweet that they sent this. They actually sent this because of the Oscar campaign that was going on earlier this month, because Little Women was nominated at the Oscars this year, the Greta Gerwig adaptation that is so good, and so they wanted to send the classic, and I actually did a reading vlog for this book this month, so I can link that down below if you missed it. But I had such a great time reading this book, and this is one of the oldest classics that I've read now because this book came out in the 1860s. And next up, Gallery Books sent me 3 romances because Kristen Dwyer is just the MVP of life, and she sends me all the latest romances and I love her. And so the first one they sent was The Honey Don't List by Christina Lauren, which I'm so excited that they sent me this. They've been sending me the latest Christina Lauren arcs lately, and I'm just so appreciative of them because they know that Christina Lauren is one of my favorites. This one does go on sale in March on the 24th, and this one was a book that I actually read during my what readathon? I read it during Contemporary-thon this month, so those vlogs are up, but you'll definitely hear more about this in my wrap-up. I also got The Worst Best Man by Mia Sosa, and this is another romance that just recently published. This one just came out in February, and this one I also read during the Contemporary-thon, so again, you can see those vlogs. I'll link them down below, and I'll be talking more about this one in my wrap-up. This one was a really fun kind of like hate to love. It's like this guy like leaves her at the altar, and then like years later she has to work with that guy's brother, and then they kind of have this like bantery hate to love romance. It was really cute, so yeah. And then the last romance they sent is Once Upon a Sunset by Tiff Marcello. This one goes on sale March 3rd. This one sounds really interesting because it says that it's partially set in the Philippines and full of the letters between the grandparents during the war that separated them throughout. Marcello creates a moving and lyrical novel about family heritage and second chances. So I think it's a romance that's about this girl, but then it's also about like her family history, and it's partially set in the Philippines. Like, this sounds really awesome. Alright, the next one that I got was from Flatiron Books, and they sent me an ARC copy of Anna Kay by Jenny Lee, and this one's going on sale in March as well. I think this one was also a Book of the Month selection for the month of February, I'm pretty sure. But this one is a young adult retelling of Anna Kareena. Sorry, I know it's a classic, I've never read it, but it's a retelling of that. It just says every happy teenage girl is the same, while every unhappy teenage girl is miserable in her own special way. Back here, it compares this to Gossip Girl a number of times, so I'm assuming if you like Gossip Girl, then you would probably really enjoy this one as well. Next up, from Atria, I received 2 books this month. The first one was In 5 Years by Rebecca Surley. I actually have received an ARC of this one, and I read this one at the end of last year, and they sent me a final copy. And this one's actually going to be a Good Morning America book club pick, I think for the month of March, because this one publishes in March. So really excited though to actually own a copy of this because I did really enjoy this book when I read it. This one is about this girl. It's like a contemporary novel, and it's about this girl who gets engaged to her fiance, and then on that night she goes to bed, and then she wakes up 5 years into the future, and she's in a different apartment, and she's with a different man, and she doesn't know what's going on, and then she wakes up the next day again back in her old life 5 years ago. And so she's trying to figure out like, what does this mean, and like, what is my life going to be like in 5 years? And it's just very thought-provoking and cute, and I just really enjoyed this one. So yeah. And then Atria also sent Dear Emmy Blue by Leah Lewis. This one was actually a surprise. I didn't even know I was getting this one. And this one goes on sale July 14th, so not until summertime. But this one is about this girl named Emmy Blue. It says she released a balloon with her email address and a big secret into the sky. Now in her 20s, the one thing that Emmy has been counting on is gone for good, and everything she planned is up in the air. Like, she doesn't have a good job. Her mom is in and out of her life, and there's no romantic prospects in sight. And worst of all, she's pretty sure she's lost her best friend. But what Emmy can't know is that those very dreams are about to change shape, and life may prove to be more fantastically unexpected than she could have ever hoped. This one sounds really cute. I don't know why, just reading that description, this one is reminding me of those other like soft contemporaries that I really like Evie Drake Starts Over, or The Bookish Life of Nina Hill or something. Like, I don't know, it just sounds like it's gonna be a really cute soft contemporary, so I really can't wait to read this one. It sounds really cute, and I love this cover. I love it. I love the blue and the squiggles and the balloon. Alright, the next book I got sent was a surprise from Epic Reads. I had no idea I was receiving this, and that is Yes, No, Maybe So by Becky Albertalli and Aisha Saeed. And I was pretty excited to receive this one because even though it is a young adult contemporary, and I don't really read a whole lot of young adult anymore, but this one actually does interest me a whole lot because it has to deal a lot with politics. Yeah, it says the guy Jamie is volunteering for his local state senate candidate. I'm pretty sure the girl is doing that too, and then that's how they meet. And I've heard that it's like a cute kind of like bantery romance. Like, I don't know, I am interested in reading this one. Like, I might audiobook it, but I'm still glad to like own a copy of this because this is one that's really interesting to me, and I do like Becky Albertalli. I haven't read this other author, I don't think, but I do like Becky Albertalli's writing for the most part, so I'm excited to give this one a chance at some point. Next up, Berkeley sent me 4 books this month. They are just coming in the clutch. And the one that I am the most excited about, like, I can't believe I'm holding this book in my hands, I'm so excited, is He Started It by Samantha Daddy! And this book goes on sale April 28th. This one is a thriller. It's an adult novel, and it's from the same author as My Lovely Wife, which was one of my favorite thrillers of last year, and so I was so excited to get my hands on her new thriller. And this one, I don't really know much about this one except for that it's following this family that's like trying to get their inheritance, or they're trying to secure their inheritance, and then there's like secrets and lies and drama, and it sounds like a road trip version of Knives Out or something. Like, I don't really know, but I'm really excited because it just says like it's even harder about their inheritance when you're keeping secrets and trying to forget a memory, a missing person, an act of revenge, the man in the black truck who won't stop following your car, and especially when at least one of you is a killer and there's a body in the trunk. Like, what? Oh, this one sounds so good. I can't wait to read this. I can't wait. I'm so excited. Another book that I'm pretty stoked to have my hands on is Darling Rose Gold by Stephanie Rorbel. And this one also goes on sale March 17th. And this one, I thought this one was a thriller, but I guess it's not. I think it's just a really dark, intense contemporary novel. But it's about this mother-daughter relationship, which I think is what intrigues me about it the most. And it's about this girl who, like, her mom has been causing her to be ill her whole life, and she didn't know. And then it's about how her mom, like, goes to prison for poisoning her as a child and making her so ill her whole life. And then it's kind of about her mom, like, after serving her 5 years in prison, and how she comes back and how their relationship is after she gets out of prison. Like, they still have a relationship. I don't know. It sounds really interesting. I know my friend Jacqueline loved this, so really curious to read this one. He also sent me a copy of The Return, and this one's also an ARC. This one goes on sale March 24th, and this one I'm really excited about because it's like a horror thriller novel. Like, I don't really know too much about it, but it looks really creepy and I'm excited. It just says, her friend disappeared. A stranger came back. Oh my gosh, it says, keep your friends close. A group of friends reunite after one of them returns from a mysterious 2-year disappearance in this edgy and haunting debut. Dude, I don't even know. I don't even want to know too much, honestly, going into books like this, but just from that alone, like, that sounds so interesting, and it looks short enough. Like, I just really want to just read this. So I want to read this one soon. And the last one they just sent is this book called Happy and You Know It. And this one goes on sale May 19th. I've actually never heard of this book. They sent this one along with the package of the books that I was expecting, and they just sent this one as a surprise. And so I don't really know what this is about. A dark, witty page turner about a struggling young musician who takes a job singing for a playgroup of overprivileged babies and their effortlessly cool moms, only to find herself pulled into their glamorous lives and dangerous secrets. What? Okay, that sounds interesting. I wonder if this is a thriller. Because if this is a thriller, then this just moved to the top of my TBR. I don't know why, but I really love reading, especially thrillers, but I guess just like dark contemporaries that are about like privileged rich moms. Like, I don't know why, that's like one of my favorite tropes in like a thriller or a dark book. So like, this definitely stands out to me as something that I would like to read. And it takes place in New York. Ugh, sold. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, shit, I'm gonna need to read this. All right, and then the last 3 books that I got this month were all books that I purchased for myself. I went to Value Village and I found them there, and I was very excited about them. So the first one that I got is The Other Woman by Sandy Jones. And this one is a thriller. I don't know too much about this one, honestly. I've heard this one getting a lot of like mixed reviews. It sounds interesting enough, and I'm willing to give it a shot. I haven't read anything by this author yet, so I just saw it there for only like $4. So I was like, I mean, why not? Like, let's give it a go. I also found Conversations with Friends by Sally Rooney, and I was really stoked to find this one there because I feel like this book is really popular, especially right now. I mean, I know Normal People, I guess, is a lot more popular right now, but I know this might seem weird because I didn't really enjoy Normal People, and I especially didn't like it because of the writing style, because this author is known for not putting any quotation marks around her dialogue, and it just really bugs me. But I decided to pick this one up anyways and give this a shot because, you know, maybe Normal People just wasn't for me. Maybe this is the book that will be for me. I don't know. And I did notice that my library has this audiobook available as well, so maybe I'll listen to the audiobook. Like, I don't know. But really excited to have picked this one up. I love this cover. It's so yellow. It's great. All right, and then the last book that I picked up at Value Village is The Book Thief. I finally own this book. And yes, to those of you who are wondering, I've never read The Book Thief. I know, it's like an act of crime, and I'm planning on changing that this year, and I've been wanting to find a good copy of The Book Thief, but I feel like every time I go to the thrift stores, it's always like the copies are so just damaged and like not high quality. But I found this one, and I feel like this one is such high quality, and it's so pretty. I love this like gold that it has on the page because this is like an anniversary edition or whatever. But yeah, never read The Book Thief. I'm planning on reading it this year, and I do think that I want to do an entire reading vlog dedicated to this book because this book is like a freaking modern classic, honestly. Like, it's just so popular. I know, like, the only reason I hesitate to go into this one is because I know it takes place in like World War II times, and it's a historical fiction. And so historical fictions are usually like pretty hit or miss for me. Like, I never really know, but after loving The Nightingale like so much, like I do want to try to get into some more World War II era stuff just to see if I'd like it. And because this book is just so hyped, like I just have to know if I like it or not. So yeah, finally got The Book Thief, planning on reading it this year. Let me know what your thoughts are on The Book Thief if you've read it. Yeah, those are all of the books that I hauled in February. So yeah, so let me know if you've read any of these books, or if you're looking forward to any of these books, or if I've shown you some books that you've never even heard of that now you're excited about. Please let me know because I love to know those things. And yeah, let me know what book you hauled this month that you're the most excited about. Thank you guys so much for watching as always, and I will see you guys soon with a new video.